Hivers, welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. Today we are going to be working with the Positive Thoughts stamp set. I'm going to be casing our annual catalog. Where the card I'm going to case can be found on page 87. I'm going to be using this one here. I'm not going to do it exactly like that, but similar. I'm going to be using some different, a couple of different products. So we're going to head and get started. I have some Scrap Whisper White here. I have a card base of Pretty Peacock. And I am using the Forever Ferns. Oh my goodness. Let's see what it says. I forgot already. Forever Greenery Designer Series paper. Okay, so this one here. And I'm also using the dies that coordinate with the Positive Thoughts, the Nature's Thoughts dies. So let's get started here. And I'm going to start by attaching some of my elements. I have gone ahead and stamped these just in case I make a mistake. Let's see, we're going to glue this to the bottom and the top of our Designer Series paper. So I'm just going to get a little glue here on one part of it, set it down. Whoop, I guess I should turn it the other way, right? Then we're going to just try to get that in the middle. Just want a little bit of that showing. And we'll do the same for this piece, because we want one at the top and the bottom. So put it like that. Grab this. Just try to get it centered and about halfway down that little element. All of these die pieces comes from the coordinating die set. So those little pieces I just added is this one here. Then we're just gonna glue this flat to our card base, right in the middle. Okay, and this is the piece that I cut this out of. I did it at a slant because I didn't want my lines going straight up and down. I wanted them kind of slanted. But we're gonna add this to our inside piece here, just so it won't go to waste, because I think it'll just add a little bit of extra decoration. So this piece is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. It's the same size as the Whisper White piece. Okay. Whoop. Did I not put glue on this side? No, I did not. So we want to glue that down. Okay, and let's get into some stamping. These two pieces here are from the, what is it called? Forever Gold Specialty Designer Series paper. They're just like laser cut gold pieces. And on the back, they're white or a creamy looking color. So we're going to be using those in a moment. So let's get some stamping done. I'm going to stamp our leaf and our butterfly. So the leaf is going to be stamped in, what is this? Bumblebee. This is Bumblebee. Oh, I think I did it the second generation. Yes, I stamped off. That did look a bit too dark to me. And then our butterfly, we're going to stamp that in Rococo Rose. Rococo Rose. Or yes, this is Rococo. I like saying that word, Rococo. Okay. And let's see. We have Pretty Peacock, I think I'm going to use. I forgot to get that one out. And for Pretty Peacock, we're going to stamp our inside sentiment, which is hugs, prayers, and love. Because this is a sentiment card, a sympathy card. Unfortunately, I am in need of a lot of those right now. My aunt passed away, and she had 3 daughters and 3 grandchildren. She was only 41 years old. She's like 5 years younger than me, and it scares me. And my neighbor, her father passed away, and one of my husband's very close friends' brother passed away. So I need a lot of sympathy cards right now, so that's what I'm going to be doing here. Okay, so we're going to put this on the inside of our card. Scoot over. Just get the glue and glue this down. Okay, and we can stamp. I need to stamp one more thing, and this one I am going to be heat embossing the sentiment for the outside of the card. So I'm gonna get some scratch paper here, and this strip is, I think, 3.5. Let me see, 3 3/4 by 1 inch. This is Rich Razzleberry. Destatify that, get the static off so nothing won't stick. And my sentiment, sending positive thoughts and feel good wishes. I'm gonna just stamp that, try to get it as straight as I can. I'm gonna add our embossing powder, which is the white embossing powder. We're going to just dump this back into the container and get it out the way so we won't make a mess. Okay, and I have a pair of tweezers that I'm going to hold this with while I heat it so I won't burn my fingers. So just a moment, we're going to be a little loud here. And I like heating from the back when I'm using like thin lines, sentiments, just to make sure that it doesn't blow the powder away before it starts heating up. You can see that color change. Do it on the top just to flatten our paper back out, because it will curve a little bit. Okay, and we're going to let that cool off, and then we're going to get this image. I might take some Wink of Stella and the Rococo Rose ink pad, and we're just going to dip in here a little and just lightly color the inside of the butterfly. Okay, and that's it for that. And I would just take these with the coordinating dies, this one here and the butterfly there, and cut it out on my die cutting machine. But since I already have these die cut, we'll go ahead and put the card together. Okay, so let me make sure I have it the right way. We're going to just glue this on with some liquid glue. I know it's very thin, but I'm not going to put much. Just going to try to get it on. I'm not even barely squeezing the glue because I just want a little bit to come out. So I can just barely run it over. And this is going to get popped up to the side here. And then we will have little bumblebee leaf here. That one be glued flat as well. And this one is going to be going more about like that. Want that to stick down. Got gluey fingers now. So now we're just going to get some Stampin' Dimensionals to put on the back of our sentiment on the front. I'm going to use quite a bit since this was heat embossed. And you can see it's kind of curling a little bit. So to get that curl out, to make sure, I should have put them up and down to make sure. But that's okay. That's okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some mini dimensionals in the corners to make sure they stay down. It's just a moment. Let me put these on here. I want to make sure that this card is very secured to the paper. I don't want any curling. Got all the backs off? Yes, I did. Okay. Then we'll just pop this right about here. Let me get my card straight, because you guys know me and straightness don't work very well together. Where did I put the butterfly? Oh, there it is. Okay, so the butterfly, we're going to put some dimensionals on that as well. Yes, I do use a lot of dimensionals, I know. But I don't want anything to fall off or sag. Get pressed down where I don't want it pressed down. Okay, and we're just gonna add this about right here. And then we have one last thing to add on, and this is our gold leaf. And then we'll add some embellishments. So I'm just gonna put a little glue on the back of a couple of the leaves. I'm gonna stick this right there. Then we're gonna embellish with the Gilded Gems, the gold Gilded Gems. Get my Take Your Pick tool. I'm gonna add one large one at the top here and two at the bottom. I'll get a medium one, put it about right there, and a small one a little lower. And that is it, my friends. That is our card that we cased from the catalog, page 87 of the annual catalog, using the Positive Thoughts stamp set. That is all I have for you today. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I want to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.